Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter is David Aldridge. We've got the Boston Celtics taking on the Washington Wizards. Coulibaly, no good. Bird outside. From deep. Good, and the assist goes to Parrish.
At the arc, Bird can be just devastating, especially when he gets into a nice rhythm.
Nice to the hoop.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and one foot. It does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
And now in transition, here comes McHale. They get it back. Shoots over Poole. And that one's good. McHale.
As we like to say, a guy like McHale is a problem. He's such an excellent scorer in the low post.
Johnson outside. Pass to Ainge. Johnson outside. 6 to shoot. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's Bird. Kicks it out to Johnson. Here's McHale. And finally they hit one.
You've got to be aware of him at all times. He's a bully on the backboards.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Pass to Sarr. A shot by Middleton, wide open. And another miss by Washington. Here's McHale. That one falls, coming off Johnson's feet. McHale's got 6 points. Here's Poole. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Back to George. Takes the three. Rebound Boston.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's Ainge. Here's McHale. It's rebounded by Coulibaly.
Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
Three-pointer. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
And, you know, even though he's not a lights-out shooter from deep, the defense still has to be more aggressive there.
Here's McHale. Kept alive. Kicks it out to Johnson. Pass to Bird. Sinks it from just inside the baseline. He has 5.
Just such great consistency on that jump shot. Even though he's not always squared up, Bird terrific in the catch and shoot game. And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And here is Johnson. Now, here is Bird. It's blocked.
Sharp defensive instincts from the rookie. Sarr using those long arms to knock that one away.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Wedman. Just 5 on the clock. Seasting. That shot off. Good defense by Poole. Here's Coulibaly. And Boston with the rebound. 55 seconds left in the first. Pass to Wedman. Here's Kite. Defended by George. And that one's good. Kite.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
And Sarr throws it down.
And the more we see of Alex Sarr, I'd like to see more attacks at the rim.
Pass to Wedman. Now here's Walton. Defended by George. And it's Walton missing. Wizards trail by 3. Here's Coulibaly. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question.
And he should be. I mean, remove all doubt. Get it down, hard, and simple.
Into the lane. And he can't jam it through. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. It's the Celtics. They lead by 1. After this break, we'll be back. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And, you know, their rebounding advantage has been glaring, simply outworking them on the boards for that entire first quarter.
No good from McHale.
That's a rare miss for him inside. He may have just rushed it a bit, maybe lost concentration, too.
No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Pass to Ainge. Here's Parrish. It's hauled in by George. Washington trailing. Here's Coulibaly. And some very quick points for him on that possession. Coulibaly's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the Wizards. Rule with the steal. Latrey. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Here's Johnson. Here's Parrish. And he overshot that one, missing.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Here's Coulibaly.
Yeah, but I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
And he comes up with the deuce. Coulibaly's got 13.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Offensive rebound. Harris. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
You know, the size of Parrish is hard to go up against, especially when he's trying to score. That guy is north of 7 feet tall.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Washington leading now by 6. In the corner, it's Coulibaly. And the 3 off target.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
A 3-ball. Rebound, Parrish. Celtics trail by 6. 3-pointer, Bird. And Chris Middleton pulls it down. And the Wizards with possession. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Stolen by Bird. And here is Ainge. Hasn't made one yet. Shot's good by McHale.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range. Already expanding his game. Sarr trying to get better at attacking quickly off the pass.
Bird with the bounce pass. Pass to McHale. Back to Bird. Fires the 3. They get it again. High post McHale. Bird outside. 5 to shoot. Parrish with it. Goes up again. And Sarr pulls it down. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. And taken away by Johnson. Here's Parrish. Nice ball movement by Boston. Johnson with it. Now guarded by Middleton. And the foul called on Kevin McHale. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Wizards leading by 6. Here's Coulibaly.
There's a timing and a rhythm to how Parrish plays. Really an underrated defender who routinely frustrates shooters.
Here's Bird. That one falls. Coming off McHale's feet. Bird's got 7 points.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Middleton outside. Pass to Coulibaly. Here's the 3. Rebound, Parrish. They play the clock right. They can go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
Here's Johnson. Good. Nice job down low.
Good for about 1 per game. Ainge finds his open man easily there.
Here's Coulibaly. Nailed from three-point land. Coulibaly's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Hey, I'm stating the obvious here, but he was very comfortable taking that shot. Not a defender in sight.
19 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. It's George on the wing. From outside, off the mark. And here we go. Fast break, and Bird's got it. And another shot. The shot's good from Parrish.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You've got to work harder on the glass.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Wizards lead by 1. He'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. And we've got a timeout called by Brian Keefe. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Boston trailing. Here's Wedman. Scoreless thus far. Pass to Kite. For the lead. It's tipped. Here's Coulibaly. And a miss there on the triple. To the inside. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Pass to Vincent. The 3. Washington with the rebound. Poke loose. Now Coulibaly. Launches it. And it's Kite with the rebound. The Celtics with the lead. Here is Seasting. And now the first timeout called here for Boston.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
On defense, the Wizards, they trail by 1. Celtics passing it around. And Sarr pulls it down.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good look. And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And, Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
That free throw, no good.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. So we can't get either to fall.
On the court.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it.
And, guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
And here's Bird for 3. Rebound, Washington.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easiness.
And Middleton just does a little bit of everything out there. A perfect team player.
Shot's good by McHale.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Pass to Champagnie. A three-pointer off the mark. Celtics trail by 4. Bird outside. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Boy, that was a nice pump fake move by Bird that time, putting the defender off balance and then drawing the foul.
Celtics making a switch here. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throw.
Sarr. On the wing, Koulibaly. 1 points in the game. Sarr's shot is off. On offense, here are the Celtics. Inside, here's McHale. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. 14 points for Kevin McHale.
2 minutes.
Here's Champagnie. Gets the three-pointer to fall. And the Wizards lead by 3.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
McHale right side. And here's Bird for 3. Goes back up. No good from McHale. Washington leading now by 3. Koulibaly with it. Guarded now by Larry Bird. Here's Ainge. And it goes down 2 points.
Ainge beats you all around the floor. He's a 3-level scorer for sure.
.109 left in the third quarter. Here's Koulibaly. No good on the triple.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
McHale on the wing. For the lead. The kick out to Ainge. Clock at 6. Back to McHale. Another shot. Rebound, Washington. Koulibaly with it. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal
It goes on Dennis Johnson.
First team foul.
The Wizards shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
Attention fans. Now on the court is your high squad. Give it up one more time for your Wizards dancer. It's time to make some noise.
And the second free throw, good. And Boston has possession. A 2-point game. Pass to Seasting. "19 seconds left to play here in the third.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. Washington shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. And he sinks the second. There's 10 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. With the drive. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Washington out in front. They're up by 1. We'll be back shortly, live from Washington. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. The Wizards with the lead. Pass to Champagnie. This one for 3. Parrish grabs the board.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
To take the lead. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead.
Boston foul. Sam Vincent. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Coulibaly. No good on the quick 3.
Not sure if he just ran out of gas or what. He's been awful ever since the second half started. Not even been a factor.
Here's Washington. They lead by 1. Offensive rebound. Launches a 3. Kevin McHale pulls it in.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing is falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think.
Outstanding awareness and a terrific finish.
Timeout.
The Celtics call time. Send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Guys, during that last break, I listened to Casey Jones address his team. He told them he liked the way they were working, but he said we have to really get after it. All we need is a couple of stops. Keep your focus. We'll see if they can close it out. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
Hey, Bird is listed at about 6'9". I think he's closer to 6'10". He goes so strong, deceptively strong, 220. All of that helps him when he takes it to the rack.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while. Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
Rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish.
Guys, they're not backing off at all, are they?
The Celtics call time. about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. The shot by Ainge, no good. Pass to Poole. Back to Koulibaly. The fadeaway. Rebound, Boston.
You know, he's just chucking it up from distance this quarter. If you're going to do this, especially in the second half, you better make it.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
The first free throw is good.
You know, part of what makes Bird exceptional is his all-around talent. I mean, he gets it done on both ends of the floor, and that's how you end up being an MVP in the league.
And we've got a timeout called by Brian Keefe. He has decided it's the right time to talk.
Get up, get loud, your Wizards answer. Those from your Wizards answer. Make some noise.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Pass to Kispert. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. They'll head to the line for 3 free throws. It's on Larry Bird.
At the line for 3.
Good on the second free throw. And he nails the third. Celtics trail by 6. And there's the foul. It's on Koulibaly. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Bird can't hit. Here's Washington now. Here's Koulibaly.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher.
Well, and that's exactly how the game is played in the paint inside, guys. I mean, if you can play over the top, I think you've got a big advantage.
Bird outside. Offensive rebound. The shot's good from Parrish. Parrish has got 4 points this quarter.
And Parrish is an active big man, someone that uses his size and length well on the offensive glass.
Celtics trail by 6. Down low. They get a hand on it. Fires for 3. Rebounded by the Wizards.
You know, to cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball plays out there. Taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Personal foul.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
The line for Washington.
So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point game. Here's Bird. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. On the wing, Koulibaly. And Sarr throws it down.
Most of Sarr's best work is done at the rim. Look at him just throwing it down with ease.
3-pointer, Bird. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession.
Boston basketball.
Here's Johnson. Good. And it's Bird picking up the assist.
Assisted.
And you could tell they had that play ready to go. Well done on the inbound.
Celtics foul. Dennis Johnson. Second personal foul. 14.
He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 9.
For 2.
Both free throws good from Poole. And the Celtics with possession here. Parrish with it. Now defended by Sarr. And it's blocked. Out of bounds, Celtics ball as Boston keeps possession. 58 seconds left to play here in the fourth. They get the rebound. McHale. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
McHale can put up points in a hurry, folks. So efficient in how he scores.
Now Koulibaly. Kevin McHale pulls it in. Here's Ainge. And it's off from three-point range. Pass to Koulibaly. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Hands it from downtown. Koulibaly's got the lead up to 11 now for the Wizards.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
Out of bounds, Wizards ball as Washington keeps possession. Here's Koulibaly. No good on the quick three. Ball's knocked loose. Rule with the steal. Fires away from way outside. And so it's the Wizards with the win. Some good